Danielle. Welcome to another edition of History in Your Own Backyard. Today we're in Miami Township speaking with Diane and Jay Leisgang in what used to be the Cliff View Restaurant. They're going to let us know what they know about this location, and we'll find out some fun and interesting facts from them. Well, thanks for taking out the time to talk with us today.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So what exactly do you know about where we are right now?
Well, that it was formerly the Cliffview Restaurant, and I think it was back in the 30s and 40s.
30s or 40s or 40s and 50s. And it was a chicken dinner restaurant, and apparently there were a couple of them up here on Cliff Road. There may have been one a couple of parcels up, and at some point, I think it was in operation for maybe 5 or 10 years at most. And then we've heard stories that the restaurant burnt down. I'm not sure if that's true. But in any event, somewhere in the, I think 40s, the restaurant ceased to exist. And then a gentleman by the name of Carl Hunsaker purchased the property, and there were, I think, about 6 or 8 acres, and put the house up, the current house that we're living in currently. This is still the existing house that Carl built, but the chicken dinner restaurant was here, I think, in the 30s or 40s, and it was, I understand, a fairly thriving business with a lot of people that would spend their weekends or evenings looking for good fried chicken. They apparently came up on the hill and were able to either patronize the restaurant here or a restaurant up the street a little bit.
Now, being up here on the hill, as you mentioned, we've already seen the view. Can you describe to the viewers what the view is like being up here on this hill?
Diane, go ahead.
Very peaceful, very calming, and it's beautiful. There's a new view every day, because every morning the sunrise is different, and when it snows, it's beautiful. When there's fog, it's beautiful. So it's, it's just a very peaceful place.
And what do we, when we go over to some of the windows in your home and we look down, what are we looking on?
Pretty much, as you look out from the hillside, you can see, I think it's about 7 miles of river that is visible on either side, and several bends in the river. And then, for the most part, the countryside across the river is very pastoral. It's mostly just Kentucky farmland with a couple of stately farmhouses, and I can both attest to when you sit outside with the grandchildren in the rocking chairs, they get a lesson in trains, they get a lesson in the river and the barges and the boat traffic and the birds and the hawks, and it's you just sit there and rock and it all comes to you.
Say, going to Grandma and Grandpa's is better than being in school, literally.
We're quite popular.
I bet you are.
As soon as the train whistle blows, the kids all run to the window, because you can see them. You can see them especially now, because the trees don't have the leaves on. And we actually even had an eagle up here one time that was up here for about an hour, sat on the tree next door, in the tree, and it was awesome. It was just, it's breathtaking.
Well, you also mentioned to us, I know that the home that's been here has been here for many, many years. You have been here for 5. You mentioned to us that there's wood that was originally made into the walls, I guess, and I know it's been painted over the years. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we were told it was the trees that came from West High, the football field, when they were going to put the football field in. But we don't know what's true and what's not.
Okay. It sounds like this home has a lot of history.
It does, and we still have the pond out in front is from the original restaurant, and also the fountain between the 2 houses. That they're the original, and it's hard to let go of them because the pond we don't want to put water in because we have grandchildren. So we're kind of just thought, okay, what are we going to do with it? So we're in the discussion of what we're going to do with, how to keep the history of it, plus make it usable.
One of the other things I'll just say in parting is at the tomb of President William Henry Harrison, they have the commemorative in the, I guess it's in the wintertime, and they have a special parade, and there's actually a person that comes from the Office of the President to present a bouquet to the memory of President Harrison. And you just have, I've been down there for several of those, and it really is, I'm in awe that I can live within walking distance of a tomb of a past President of the United States, because having been to Arlington and been to to DC and been humbled by that place, to be able to literally live within a stone's throw where a United States President is buried is a special thing. So this is a special place.
It's very fun. And it's kind of sick because a lot of people don't even know we have a tomb in this area, and it's so sad.
Yeah.
Because they'll say, "Where do you live?" I go, "Oh, we live right around the corner from Harrison's tomb." Well, who's that?
Right.
It's like,
where is it?
it's like, oh my gosh. So it's kind of sick because it is a neat area, and they have the cemetery across the street. That there's a lot of history in that. When you go through, you see a lot of names that you see the street names like down in Addiston and around this area.
John Cleve Sims and a lot of local history.
A lot.
I know.
Wow. Well, I think you summed it up perfectly. A special thing and a special place. So thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk with us. We really appreciate
Well,
it.
thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to tune in to History in Your Own Backyard. Today we spent time talking to Diane and Jay Leisgang about the location of the former Cliff View Restaurant. I hope you enjoyed learning all about it. Remember, travel slowly and stop often. Thanks for tuning in.